Oh, hey, I didn't see you there. Or did I? Because it's your boy, Good Guy JINN, back at it again. You already know what it is, man. It's your big brother of the internet. Thank you for stopping by. I'd like to welcome you guys to this channel where I'm going to be doing a lot of paintings and talking to cheese of things I really like. We could discuss things together. I could get you through the day. I can get you through the nights. You have come to the right place if you need a little bit of satisfying entertainment and a little bit of talk about the things that make us great, the things that we love. Share them in the comments. Tell me the things you love, that you want to hear us talk about, the things that we could discuss together, you know? A bonding experience between two or more bros. Anyways, guys, I'd like to walk you through a little bit of what we're doing today. I'm gonna do a little bit of painting pizzazz on here, add some color to this situation I got going on right here, right? I have this idea in mind that I want to put all of my past drawings, like things I found, in a folder in this painting. And kind of just like let go, you know? Let go of the past, let go of things that, you know, don't serve me anymore, things that I've grown beyond. And speaking of things in the past that I've grown beyond, I want to talk to you guys about Prince of Persia. Matter of fact, I want to talk to you guys about Ubisoft. They have a huge inspiration in my life of why I create the things that I do, why I paint the things that I do, why I master the technique of finger work. Pause. Well, no, that could be cool. Maybe that's not a pause. There's a lot about Ubisoft that you guys don't know, but it honestly, it raised me. Ubisoft is a game company that really created some of the legendary games that I'm sure a lot of you have played before, like, you know, Assassin's Creed, Rayman, Prince of Persia. And I'm sure without a lot of these games, we wouldn't be where we are today. We wouldn't be the great nation known as America that we are today without these games. The art that we have, inspired by great legends, working at Ubisoft, creating amazing experiences for us children of the world. And that's what I'm here to talk to you guys about today, while I'm getting down and jiggy on this painting. With this one, guys, I've been touching it up with a little bit of colors, with markers and whatnot, but these markers are not just any markers, these are zigs. And zig makes very clean color with a real brush. Shout out to Zig, because these markers were $150 some odd dollars. Therefore, I'm going to get every penny out of these expensive ass markers. We got things to do, we got things to create, and we got lives to inspire. So let's get down to the show. First and foremost, I want to get started with this little section right here. It's just calling my name. This section right here really reminds me of like Prince of Persia when they first built the classic. I mean, not as, like as far as like NES days or like Super Nintendo days or like PC game days when it was like you were playing little arcade games on miniclip.com. Or like we played a lot of computer games that were easy to play, cartoonnetwork.com, stuff like that, right? I'm talking about the Prince of Persia Sands of Time, bro. What an incredible time it was to be able to wake up in the morning and just go ham in stabbing people with a dagger and taking the sand out of their life. Ain't that amazing? Phenomenal. I had a lot of childhood memories with Prince of Persia. I feel like I was like really raised on that game. I feel like that game really brought my relationship closer to the person that I'm with now. We really had a bond over Prince of Persia, and I didn't even think people really played that game, to be honest with you. I was like, oh really? It's a big, yeah, there's a huge community In this game, you could rewind time in the power of a dagger that you got from the Maharaja Palace. And it was an incredible time because there was really no games like that at the time where there were like powers of like time control besides like, you know, Max Payne. You know, that was definitely one of the top tiers. I'm sure I'm missing some games that had some top tier rewind, but I'm telling you right now, Prince of Persia definitely kicked it off with the originality of how you do so. You could jump off the ledge, fly up off that thing, fall into a pit of needles, and then hit that L2 button, or was it R2? I don't know. Hit that button, hit that rewind. What? Back at the beginning, slice that nigga again. You know what I mean? Like, it was such a nice flow. It felt so fluid to be able to leap over your enemies, chop that nigga behind his back, and then stab him, and then take his sand was the shit. It was the absolute shit, bro. Like, and there was no game like that. There was nobody that was even like coming close to competing with the way that they were able to get this rewind time off. Like, the way the palaces were built and that they had all these structures at the time, they had so many beautiful things. There was so many things to look forward to when you played a PlayStation 2 game, especially by Ubisoft. They were just on a roll, man. They had Prince of Persia, then they came out with Rayman, and obviously when they came out with Rayman 3, Hoodlum Havoc, it was a game changer for me. Like, everything was so crisp, every color was so bright, everything was so refreshing to be able to play. You get these little cans as you walk through this story, and you come across this beautiful land that you tend to explore. Where the hoodlums be? And then you whoop their ass by getting a can on the floor, upgrading your weapons of your fist, throwing them hoes, bam, knocking somebody across the head. It was so entertaining, it was so exhilarating. Bro, I'll play it again 1,000 times. I'm still looking for that game this day. I mean, we were just having a good time playing these games. And then all of a sudden, Assassin's Creed came out. And Assassin's Creed was hard, bro. The way you could run up on a wall, being able to climb up 20-story buildings and jumping off them hoes into a pile of hay is insane. Because how does that even happen in real life? But you know what? It made sense because you know why? It's Ubisoft, my nigga. We had games like Rayman, Raving Rabbids. We would go at it for hours and hours, right? Of all these little mini games that you get to play of just going head to head. It was a great time for video games. PS2 was some that we would be on at crackhead hours. Then they came out with Prince of Persia Warrior Within, right? They had this game where it was like a darker tone of the original Prince of Persia. We didn't expect this, to be honest with you. I remember coming home from school one day and my dad had a projector and he had one of his friends over that got the game when it first came out, bro. Prince of Persia 2, right? I didn't know it was Prince of Persia. I just knew it was in that essence, right? Saw it on the projector screen. Then the prince starts slicing in a new combat way, in a new combat system. I'm like, bro, it's really talented, bro. It's really skilled. There's a time period where every game had a dark side to it. It had some type of like, oh, now he's a good and evil. During the time of playing like Warrior Within, you get this creepy ass Dahaka, right? And he's like the police officer of time. That does not give his name any good credence. I'm sorry I said that. Yo, he used to scare the fucking dog out of me, bro. The fact that he would chase you, really be on your fucking neck if you did not escape. If you didn't know the routes in this game, you were dead. You were pretty much gone. And it was such a terrifying feeling. Okay, like, as I got older, I became a man and I knew how to deal with it better. But all in all, that game was amazing. It was such a dark atmosphere of, you know, a beautiful take on the Prince of Persia and his story. Maybe fast forward 1 year, fast forward 2 years, fast forward 3 years, we get Prince of Persia, The Two Thrones. Now, this game is a little bit different. It kind of put together the lightheartedness of the Sands of Time and a little bit of the grunge of Prince of Persia Warrior Within, right? It put them together in this one fantastic rap gif of a game that really set the bar for being able to transform in a game. There was times where you would be the prince roaming through these beautiful, elaborate puzzles and towers and leaping across bounds of possible death, doing all these frivolous things. They had times where they had like speed kills and you would slide down a chain all the way down to where your enemy is, ready to slice off his neck and make a flambe out of his organs. It probably wasn't that dark or detailed, but that may just be me. But it was fly. And they also brought back the main enemy from the game, the Vizier. And you're on an adventure again, but now you're dealing with this alter ego inside yourself. You felt like a real thief. You felt like a real Arabian Knight. You felt like a real Aladdin. You felt like a real ass pimp. But yes, these games raised me. They were definitely a part of my life in a most potent of ways. Thank you guys for stopping by. I really just wanted to make a quick episode today to kind of test out what it is that I'm going to be doing on YouTube. Like, I really want to go over topics that are deep and that really pick our brains in a way that, you know, evolves the human race in a way. And I just want to be there for you guys. So, it's your boy. Peace.